I just recently put up a video of the 10 most overrated roller coasters I've ridden, and so now I gotta balance it out with the 10 most underrated I've ridden. This video is basically the same idea. I list out 10 coasters in no particular order, and I'm only featuring coasters I've ridden. Before I continue, thank you all so much for the support you guys have given me so far. It's truly unexpected and much appreciated, but without further ado, this is a bit of a sore subject since Ride Rockit has been announced to close this year. I've always had a ton of fun on this ride and I think it gets way too much hate. It's not that rough, and sure, the layout could have been better, but I just think playing music of your choice on a roller coaster is so much fun. I always have fond memories of my most recent ride in particular where I played Humble by Kendrick Lamar and it surprisingly synced well. This ride in general gave me plenty of fun memories, but I'm not upset by its removal because for one, it was never a top tier roller coaster for me. I always thought it was very fun, but nothing elite or anything. It was always a one and done for me at Universal, whereas coasters like Velocicoaster, Hagrid's, and Hulk I would want to get on multiple times. Well, I would do Hagrid's multiple times if I could, but it's always gotta have a 2-hour plus line. Anyways, the other thing is whatever replaces Ride Rockit, I just know will be better. Universal has been incredible with what they've been adding coaster-wise with Hagrid's, Velocicoaster, and of course everything at Epic Universe. I have faith that whatever replaces Ride Rockit will be the elite roller coaster studios has always deserved. I bet this is a coaster nobody was expecting to see on the list, but why does nobody talk about these Woodstock Express clones? I've only done the one at Kings Island and I rode it in the back and I got surprisingly good airtime. It's not a great ride or anything, but I was expecting a very childish coaster and I genuinely preferred it to Racer, a coaster twice its size, but the airtime on Woodstock Express shocked me that much. It's really only the first drop and drop off of the first turnaround that delivered the airtime, but it's surprisingly good. If it weren't for the buzz bars, this coaster wouldn't be in the video, but because of them, you go flying. It genuinely makes me so excited to potentially ride Phoenix soon since I haven't ridden it in so long and I need to experience this thing again since I've grown a lot since I was 6 years old. Verbolten is probably my second favorite coaster at Busch Gardens Williamsburg. It's that good. By the way, I won't spoil what happens on the ride, so you're safe here. I went in with pretty mild expectations and it absolutely exceeded them. This is easily one of the best family coasters I've ridden. It honestly barely feels like a family coaster. The indoor section is genuinely so much more intense than I could have ever expected. The outdoor section is very fun, but the indoor section is what makes this coaster awesome. Stop sleeping on Verbolten. It's awesome. Gatekeeper is the only B&M wing coaster I've ridden, but I love it. The wing overdrop, the keyholes, the seating, it's all so much fun. I rode it in the front row last year and it's actually kind of scary, which coming from me is a lot. It's butter smooth, it's just so graceful and fun. No, it's not the most intense thing in the world, but that's not what it's meant or needs to be. It just needs to be fun. Gatekeeper is incredibly fun, and for that, it's my current number 4 in the park, only behind Steve, Maverick, and Millie. No, I haven't ridden Top Thrill 2 yet. The Cheetah Hunt hate honestly makes me kind of sad. It's crazy to me that people can't just have fun with this coaster. It's a multi-launch Intamin family woods coaster, and it's awesome. The airtime after the third launch is surprisingly great, arguably just as good as Maverick's Camelback. I hear the criticism that this ride has an inversion, therefore giving it an identity crisis between whether it wants to be a family coaster or a thrill coaster, and I'd like to counter that. It fits perfectly into Busch Gardens Tampa's lineup because it is a great stepping stone. Especially now that Scorpion is gone, this will be a lot of kids' first inversion for the park, and that's awesome. It's enough to get kids excited because it's thrilling but not too thrilling to scare kids like how a ride such as Iron Gwazi, Montu, or Kumba would. This ride is also so much fun. You just feel like a cheetah dashing through the savannah and it's pure fun. That's the thing I feel like a lot of coaster enthusiasts forget. They forget how to have fun. Even I'm at fault for complaining about rides when these machines were just made for fun at the end of the day. Cheetah Hunt is one of the greatest examples of a purely fun roller coaster. I've done Flight of Fear at both Kings Island and Kings Dominion, and they're both awesome. It's an awesome spaghetti bowl coaster in the dark with some cool theming, some pretty intense inversions, a great launch, and I really don't understand the hate for this one. Sure, it's a clone layout, but it's awesome and I love it. These rides definitely get way too much hate and they deserve more respect. Swinging back over to Busch Gardens Tampa for another purely fun coaster. Cobra's Curse doesn't necessarily get hate, but it just doesn't get talked about much. I get it. There are better coasters at the park, and so this one falls under the radar, but it really shouldn't. It's got a very dynamic layout, especially for a family coaster, great theming, and again, it's pure fun. I feel like I've said that a lot. Why does Banshee get so much hate? It's not even rough. A little shaky, but I've ridden much shakier. Plus the vest restraints eliminate any chances of headbanging. The layout is awesome with how large and sprawling it is, but it doesn't lose any of the intensity. It's very forceful with a great variety of inversions and easily the best drop I've experienced on an inverted coaster. This is definitely my favorite B&M invert I've ridden. Yes, even over Montu.
Yo, are you dumb?
I know, and to be fair, I haven't ridden Montu since 2018, so I'm due a re-ride, but as of now, I prefer Banshee. It's beautiful, intense, has great pacing, and that last inversion is also awesome as it provides some great hang time. I love Banshee. Sue me. The fact that I have to put Pantheon on an underrated coasters list is ridiculous. The coaster cracks my top 10. It's that good. That swing launch section, oh my god. It's insane. One of the greatest moments on any coaster I've ever experienced. The rest of the elements don't quite stack up to the swing launch and spike, but they're still very fun. The drop off the top hat, outer bank, stall, wave turn, it's all very fun. People complain that the ride has no theming, but same with a lot of other coasters. I understand that we hold Busch Gardens Williamsburg to a higher standard than the bare minimum, and honestly I agree, but I'm not docking points because this ride has no theming. Meanwhile, Steel Vengeance, one of the literal greatest coasters on the planet, also barely has any theming. It just doesn't make sense to me. Appreciate Pantheon for what it does do rather than what it doesn't do, and maybe you can love it as much as I do. Holy shit, Beast is incredible. This coaster also places in my top 10, not because it's super intense or has the best airtime, but because it takes you on a journey. It's a phenomenal journey through the woods that doesn't lose any speed, and so you just feel like you're flying. It's an incredible feeling that I've never felt on any coaster, and people have the audacity to complain about this ride and say it does nothing.
What is wrong with you people?
Beast also gives easily the best night rides I've ever experienced. Just look at the reaction my friends and I had when we get off the ride.
Dude! What was that?
Where?
Dan,
Where?
we just went to the middle of nowhere and came back, and it was like
Where?
the weirdest but coolest thing I've ever done. Like, oh my god, our pictures.
Yep, I think that says enough. Beast is incredible and is the best coaster at Kings Island.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
So I have some weird takes clearly, but I stand by them. Comment below what are the most underrated coasters you guys have ridden. I'd love to know. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. It goes a long way. With all that said, it's time I end the video. Catch you next time.